my condolences to you that all your friends are dead. Or maybe not you, but here in the movie, all their friends are dead. I mean, it's sad. But maybe they're not. I don't know. Let's see what the IMDb plot has to say, and then we'll get into it. A group of college friends rent an Airbnb. Yeah, they're probably dead. For the biggest music festival of the year. A weekend of partying quickly takes a turn as the group is murdered one by one. Yes, so I told you they're all dead. So, yeah, another slasher movie here. Group of young people going off in the middle of nowhere. They're gonna die. Review over. No, not yet. But yeah, I mean that's the basics. We kind of have the setup that we've seen plenty of time here. So yeah, what to kind of say about this one? That is kind of the starting point, the basics of it. We have a group of friends here. You're going to get kind of introduced to them. Some of them are couples. Some of them, like each other more than others, and so forth. Some of them play better with others than not. And they're going to this festival, and that's their thing, and that's what they're doing. So, they go off. Obviously, it kind of gets derailed. And their car breaks down, and therefore they have to stay overnight in a this kind of house cabin kind of thing until they can get their car fixed and go to this festival. And as they kind of go there, they get introduced to, I believe it's the Seven Sins and this little kind of thing that's kind of set up there. And it seems a little bit odd, but okay, we'll bypass that and we'll make the most of it and have some fun here and continue on in this house. And until things, get a little bit worse and worse, and a killer is shown, and all the friends are gonna die. So, this is being a fairly new movie and it's been out for a little while now. I try to keep it spoiler free with much to be said. The movie at the end is heavy on twists and turns, so I definitely don't want to give any of that away. I think that's definitely one of the good things about this movie is, while I kind of set it up for you guys that we're getting a lot of the standard stuff here with the slasher movie, the ending has some twists and turns for you guys. So I can appreciate that. I appreciate what they did. I would say that maybe one or two of those twists and turns aren't totally unexpected. Maybe for some of you they will be. I think there were one or two things where I kind of thought, maybe possibly, and some of it turned out true and some of it did not. There's a little bit of a backstory also going on here. As when the chaos kind of starts, you also learn about something the friends did in the past. So it's in a way it's kind of a I know what you did last summer-ish kind of thing, where the friends were involved in something that is kind of questionable, and maybe that has come back to play a role in this as well. So I will say that there are several twists and turns, and I think when you get that kind of final act there and stuff happens, the twists are going to go all the way to basically the movie ends. Not maybe one, a little bit of a break and then another, but definitely to it ends. And I think at that moment where I was kind of like, oh well, while I kind of enjoyed this, but I've kind of seen all this as the kind of twists and turns kind of kept going till the end. It kind of made me appreciate the movie a little bit more. So I definitely think with that helped me in liking it. The killer uses kind of a very cool mask. I think maybe some of you guys have kind of seen something similar where it's kind of I don't even know. It's kind of more digital, so you can show different things on the mask, and different faces, or even show video kind of things on the mask. So I thought that was a cool element as well. It's not just a scary face, but a face that can kind of change and do different things. That was pretty interesting, so I liked that as well. Um, Obviously, it's a slasher kind of film, so there are some good death scenes. Um, I'm not gonna say, it seemed kind of odd with the killer there, that the killer would be able to kind of do all those deaths. So I think, at one or two times I kind of like, are they, how are they pulling this off? Can they do this? I'm not sure, but I can still appreciate what's going on here. They definitely kind of set it up. Obviously, all these are young kids, so they're all into their phones and social media and stuff like that. So there's definitely an element of that, not only with the killer's mask, but with them. And I think one of the times they kill somebody, it's being filmed, and if the filming gets a certain amount of likes, then the person will survive or not. So that was kind of added a little bit of suspense to the kill. So I definitely could appreciate some of the deaths in the movie. It definitely got bloody and gutty, that I liked, so I appreciated that. So again, while I kind of open up setting up that this is kind of some of the same and whatever, and it does have some of the elements, I did enjoy the deaths. I don't know that there are any that kind of super stood out and whatever, but I did enjoy the bloodiness of them, and what we do get to see. I definitely liked the end and some of the action that was built up in the final act, and definitely the twists and turns. I think you guys should definitely, if you're kind of like me, kind of like say, oh, I've seen this, it's just another slasher movie, maybe stay there for those twists and turns that happen at the end. Maybe you will enjoy it. Maybe give you something a little bit more additive to this movie. I'm not gonna say, again, this movie where there's a bunch of young people in it, so maybe you're looking forward to some of them dying and you didn't care for some of the characters, and then maybe others that you're rooting for, and then they die and you're like, like I said, it kind of ties in a little bit with the Seven Sins and that kind of thing. And you'll see who is who kind of at the later on in the movie. That kind of plays a role in it. It's kind of interesting, but maybe not the main thing happening here. So I definitely think that with the twists and turns and with that, there's definitely a little bit of thought put into it. But I don't know. I don't want to give away into those twists and turns there at the end. So I definitely hope that I think this is one of those films that have kind of gone under the radar a little bit. Maybe didn't get the big play and so forth. And I almost even passed on watching the movie, and I had actually kind of did share some press releases, I believe, for it, and wanted to request it, but never got a chance to get to it. When it first, before it even dropped, I kind of picked it up later. So I don't think that it maybe reached that. And even looking at IMDb, how many likes and views, ratings there were there. Don't think it, as many horror fans kind of saw this. So definitely encourage you guys to kind of check this out, especially if you like slashers and maybe something a little bit more with twists. And, on the face of it, it might seem like some of the same, but I think it, it's going to have some elements that maybe you'll like, and maybe has some elements that are maybe for a younger horror fan to like, especially with the technology part of it and so forth. But I definitely encourage you guys to kind of check this one out. One of those ones that maybe was under the radar there, but maybe some of you guys don't know, didn't catch, but certainly check it out. And if I remember, I will try to include a press release. I'm pretty sure I did one or more on Promote Horror with it. We'll try to remember to kind of include that with this review down below. So if you guys aren't familiar with it, maybe you guys can kind of check out the trailer or read some more information about it. And then, know where to go and find it. So with that, I think I'm going to give this one 4 pools of blood. I definitely think that at certain points in the early on that I was thinking that this is probably just going to be another 3 pool of blood if they do the deaths well enough, and I enjoyed the blood and guts well enough. Probably be a 3, but I think because of what they all did at the end and kind of kept going with the twists and turns at the end, it really bumped it up. And like I said, I liked the killer's mask, and I thought that was a pretty cool idea as well. So Yeah, I'm just surprisingly, maybe surprise you guys by giving it 4 pools of blood. And hopefully you guys will give this one a chance. So that is out of 5 as well. So with that, horrorscoryreviews.blogspot.com is where you can find all of my reviews, written and video. Certainly mostly video reviews for a while now. So you can like, subscribe, do everything that everybody wants you to do here on YouTube. If not, no worries, it is okay. I appreciate your time regardless. And Twitter, Facebook, information down below as well, so you can reach out to me there. Talk about this movie if you've seen it. If you're looking for where you can see it, you can reach out to me there as well. And definitely in the comments section, and once you guys kind of catch this, feel free to throw your thoughts there as well. So with that, I guess I'll catch you in the next review, horror fans.